Hey there. Turns out I may have fixed my audio problems when I'm recording off the laptop, which shouldn't be something that I'd be doing too much of in the near future. I'm starting to become ashamed of the low quality that I'm moving into, especially since I was at one point not even getting dressed to do these. I was just throwing a blanket over me. As you can see, I'm wearing a nice shirt. Um, It's just the small apartment that I live in. It's very difficult to get things set up, get lighting done correctly. The only reason why this light is working is because on the YouTube thing that records directly onto us, uh, the screen is completely white. So there's a lot of sorry about that. A lot of uh, light coming onto my face. I don't know. I'm speaking in the fourth person, third person, whatever. Um, I don't ever seem to cough anymore until I start filming these. I mean, I cough, but I cough more when I'm starting to film these. I don't know if it's because I'm talking or if I'm nervous. I guess I shouldn't allow myself to get nervous because I'm going to sound stupid no matter what. But it just happens. Apparently, I take panic attacks too. Who knew? And apparently, I have an eating disorder. I'm a binge eater. I've stolen money from my wife to buy food and everything, and I'm ashamed of it. I got to figure out how to get help for this because with my heart condition and with this condition, it is working to kill me. But let's talk about something happy, and then we'll talk about something that's killing everyone. I'm pretty happy that at the Reason Rally, it was announced on Aaron Ra's YouTube channel. Uh, at the Reason Rally, Eddie Izzard's going to be there, and he's one of my new favorite comedians. I started watching him um, either around the time my dad was in his coma or right after he had died, and it was something that helped me a lot to laugh again. Even though I mean, we were laughing, you know, during that time because our family always knew the importance of laughing and getting over uh, with the laughing and grieving process. It's weird, but Eddie Izzard always it helped me out. A few things helped me out during that time, and Eddie Izzard was one of them, big time. So I fucking love him, and I'm excited. Before I was just like, I barely know anyone who's going to be there. Well, I mean, it's not like I know Eddie Izzard personally, but I'm like, I don't even know the YouTube people that well, and so I couldn't bring myself to be real excited about anybody other than going and being around large amounts of atheists. Now here comes the thing that if any of them watch this before next Saturday, that they will no doubt uh, not want to talk to me. Okay, I'm an atheist, and I'm not a Republican, not a Democrat either. But I do believe that when it comes to okay, it's warming up, right? So this is the time that everyone wants to talk about global warming. Summer, spring, whatever you want to call it's coming. Spring's here. Getting ready to go into summer. They're saying they're saying that temperatures are supposed to be so high this year that basically we're going to have two summers, a mild summer and then a severe summer. Which is great. That's just perfect. But here's my thoughts on it. Then um, I'm not gonna pull up facts and everything um, because there's not much to back it up because I can't find many places where people think the same way that I'm thinking about it. Um, it's just kind of a theory I put together from different different observations of many different things, and not all these observations were from global warming information. Okay, so let me go ahead and just put it out here. I don't think that global warming is a direct effect, has a direct correlation anyway with human pollution. Um, I think global warming is a natural process. I used to think global shifting was what was going to occur, but I've since thrown that out the window since I realized how somewhat ridiculous that notion was. And in recent years, through because I mean, for the global shifting theory, if you don't know what that is, that's the Earth shifts, and we get new north and south poles, and that would mean that everything had to been, it basically means we're floating in the crust and everything, and that's not how it works. But this theory, I don't know what the official name of it is, but basically it's we're lucky that human life even evolved on this planet. It's because of the ice age, basically, and because of this leftovers of the ice age. And that's why, you know, isn't that what our poles are? Is just the leftover remnants of the ice age. That's the way I always read into it, and always saw on things. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, but I was always under the assumption that our north and south poles were glaciers left over from the ice age, and the ice age cooled the earth down, obviously, hence the name ice age, and mammals like us were able to evolve into, well, what we are. And I think I think it's a little arrogant to think that we could destroy the Earth, seeing that the Earth has been here long before us, and I can say fairly certainly the Earth's going to be here long after us. Um, I'm not saying everyone who says that is being arrogant, that they believe that global warming is from human pollution. I believe some people are saying it out of fear because they want to believe that there is a chance to save humanity. But I don't think there is. I think global warming is a natural process. We're getting back to the higher sea levels that we once had on Earth back in prehistoric times. Yeah, the plates have shifted, so it's going to be real small land masses this time around. But we're going to get the tropical weather all over the place like it used to be, with Pangea and all that other crap before man. And it's a process, and the process isn't to get rid of humans. It's just we came in, our finite little requirements for our existence fell in place. I think that's another thing that uh, religious people and scientists, some scientists, I mean, seem to forget that this planet is not made for us. I hear some scientists say things like, "This planet wasn't made for us," and blah blah blah, but then they turn right around and talk about how, uh, basically, the conditions were just perfect. I don't think the conditions were perfect. I think the conditions were happenstance, and we came in and we adapted. Now, I'm not saying that there's no way that mankind could adapt to the increased heat. We could go back underground. Hell, we could probably save ourselves by launching a bunch of nukes and clouding up the sky and creating a nuclear winter if nuclear winter could occur without the nuclear fallout. Um, it's just, I mean, there's ways to combat the global warming. I mean, uh, but it's just prolonging the inevitable unless where we do move further and further away from the sun, that we just prolong it long enough that we are far enough away from the sun. But then I would laugh if I was alive at the time, that when they're like, "Yay, we don't have to create artificial clouds over the Earth anymore and cause new freezing and shit like that," and then the sun goes supernova, you know. But that's basically what my theory is about global warming. Because here's the thing: we're looking at these charts and we're saying, okay, here's an increase of pollution and people, right? How I do it here? Go. Ooh, this is backwards, isn't it? I don't know. Whichever way that it works, both fingers going the same way. Okay, well, either way, we got a rise here, right? And the population and pollution rises up, yet temperature is still rising up. And if that's what we're looking at, and we're saying, okay, here's the obvious correlation to it, I can't help but say that you can't come out with an exact. I mean, you can do that, but you can't say it's an exact science with that, because you're comparing 2 to 3 things that are at constant rise. Okay, say if the world obviously has been heating up since the ice age. The ice, we've lost a lot of ice and stuff. So, but let's say the Earth has been at a constant increase of heat, and this increase of heat, uh, is the heat is going up, and mankind is going up in population, and obviously with an increase in mankind, the pollution rate's going higher. It's just it's they're too similar in their movements to really say that one is affecting the other. It's just a process of time. I mean, that's like saying that uh, even though it wouldn't make sense, the Earth moving further away from the sun is the reason why the Earth is heating up. I mean, it's two things that are increasing in numbers and trying to say that well, they're connected in some way. But then again, this is just something I've come up with. This is me sitting around at jobs, at home, just watching Discovery Channel, watching documentaries about dinosaurs and different things, and going, well, doesn't this make sense? Wouldn't it make sense that we're not the cause of global warming, but global warming is just the Earth getting back to its natural state? This natural state of where we're sitting at in the solar system, and we're just this mutagenic byproduct of this little cold snap that the Earth had. Because I mean, that's why I don't know. I don't know. I might not even be explaining it right. I'm sure I'll go back and rewatch this and be like, "Oh God, what the hell am I talking about?" And then again, I know there's going to be people who are going to be like, And again, I know there's people who aren't even going to listen, even if I did state the information that I'm providing. Clearly, there's going to be people who go, well, you're just full of shit. We know. Again, if it's beyond the finding a correlation between two increasing numbers that are at a constant state of increase, then please let me know. You know, I'm not running out and polluting or anything. By all means, I don't really do a whole lot to pollute. I don't really travel. I don't travel over 7 miles maybe on a daily basis. And no, it's not even 7 miles. Let's see, about 7, 6 miles. Um, so, but I stick by what I'm saying, because in the end, it's all just theory. Just because a few people can slap on it and say, well, we know this for a fact now. We don't really know it for a fact unless I've missed some big thing that everyone else knows about global warming. Um, but we don't know this for a fact, and until we do know it for a fact, I don't see any harm in speculating other possibilities, because with the possibility that I'm giving, yeah, we would. If mankind wants to save itself, then they're going to have to come up with a way to cause a global freezing again, or at least another global cool down. And let's face it, if it is man polluting the world, then there's no fixing that either, because you know it's all trapped in here. You know, which I always thought of the hole in the ozone layer as an exhaust, because it would make no sense of any um, anything to have a complete uh, sealed in environment. I mean, you're talking about having a solid atmosphere where heat can pass through and then heat gets trapped. Wouldn't that just expand the atmosphere if there was no place for it to come out? But again, I'm not smart. This is just stuff I've been thinking about all of my life. I've looked at things, and especially after I got the internet, and I read up on things, and there are some people out there who already said these theories, and there's some people, or a large majority of people, who disagree with these theories. But I do feel that, and I do feel very strongly that by saying that the increase of man and the increase of pollution and the increase of weather all goes together, if that's all that we're basing man-made climate change on, I do believe that's a bit ignorant. I think we need some sort of evidence, like say if China got wiped off the map, I mean, not like destroyed by a war or anything, but like a big continent, a big country like that, um, just disappears overnight, and yet, uh, you know, global warming doesn't, the temperatures don't drop, and they continue to increase, then we could say, hey, I'm probably more along the line on a correct theory. But if all remnants and existence of the Chinese culture and their contributions to pollution uh, is just gone overnight, and then there is a dip in climate, then we can say that, yeah, climate change is man-made. But until something like that happens, I don't think there's going to be absolute proof one way or the other. And it's sad because I think that the only way to figure out how to get mankind to adapt is to figure out the answer to that question. Is it that it's going to increase and we just need to dig underground and start living underground until the next ice age? Are we going to have to completely change our ways, go 100% to solar and wind energy, which I have no problem with? I'm all in favor with solar, wind, and turbine uh, energy, because it's nice to see the not clouds, the stars at night. I know there's places that you can't see the stars at night. Um, but yeah, let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me to go fuck myself. Whatever. Just y'all have a good day.